I'm Grainne. I live in the southeast of Ireland and I'm a big fan of all things flavour. One of the flavourful things that I'm a big fan of is a good cider. So I am here today to taste for cidercellar.ie. What we've got today is BlakStoc's Owl Strike Hangout. This is a collaboration between BlakStoc in Austria and Reverend Nat's Hard Cider in Portland. It was produced at the BlakStoc facility in Austria. And I got pretty excited when I took this out of the Cider Cellar box when it arrived, because one of the ingredients on the bottle was something that I didn't know anything about. So this cider is made with cinnamon, clove and allspice, which I was okay with, and sea buckthorn, which I had no idea what to expect. So a quick Google later, and apparently sea buckthorn is a hardy thorny plant that produces tart little orange berries that are quite astringent unless handled properly, and certain types of fermentation really enhance their citrusy flavours. So let's crack on in and see what we've got here. So it sounds very fizzy on the pour. It is a very deep yellow, sort of orange in the glass. There's quite a bit of sediment there. I'm guessing that's the sea buckthorn. It's settling out quite quickly though, and that initial fizziness on the pour is gone entirely. Let's see how it smells. It smells really spicy. So there's a real autumnal feel from the cloves, the cinnamon, the allspice. Oh, and something else really, really unusual. Wow, so I'm guessing that's the sea buckthorn. Sort of a deep citrusy zing. I'm trying to find other words to describe it. There's a sweet juiciness to it. But again, that real spicy character then from the clove and cinnamon is probably as much present as the citrus flavours. Let's dive in. Wow, gosh, that is definitely different. So you get all that spicy character through, that follows nicely from the nose. But then there's also this orangey, mandarin-y, citrusy note as well that's quite tart. But yet manages to be quite juicy as well. The mouthfeel is good. It looked like it was going to be much more syrupy on the from the pour. I expected it to be more syrupy on the palate, but it's not. I think maybe that the thicker sediment is setting out quickly. And those spicy notes with that orange character, it lends it like almost a slight autumnal feel to it, but they work pretty well together. And that astringency that I was worried was there is not there at all. It's beautifully smooth. There's not much cider character here really, but I suspect the sweetness from the apple cider underneath is the vehicle that allows all of these other unusual flavours to shine. The finish is quite thick, but it works. It's not dry by any stretch, but it feels right on the palate, and it settles nicely. So that is definitely on the short list for most unusual cider I've ever had the pleasure of trying list. Such an unusual aroma. I'm not sure I would sit down and eat a meal with this. I think there's enough going on in the glass that I don't think you want to try and add anything else into the mix. Keep it simple. Plain salty snacks is probably about as exciting as you want to get with this. and maybe I think some salt would actually accentuate those flavors even more. But yeah, so that is BlakStoc's Australian Hangout, a fantastically unusual cider. And if you are as intrigued as I was before I opened it, you can grab it now on cidercellar.ie.